Welcome back to Makeup Diaries. Today's entry is going to be a very exciting one because we're going to be testing out the Silicone with the makeup sponge. So, to get started, I'm just going to prime my face real quick, give each side an even chance. And I am using my favorite Nivea Men Aftershave Post Balm in Sensitive. And don't mind my crazy hair either. I was trying to do beach waves and this is what happened. So, yeah. So I'm just gonna lather my face with this primer. Now, I have not watched any reviews on the Silicone just because I wanted to give it a fair chance. I saw it all over social media and I thought, hey, you know what, that looks like a really great product, or maybe a great product. I don't know. It just looks a lot easier to clean than this sucker. But I am absolutely in love with this. So I knew if I saw any negative reviews about this, it might convince me to not like it before I even tried it. So I'm going to be using the regular beauty sponge on my right side, and I'm going to be using the Silicone on my left side. I'm going to be using two different foundations. I want to try it out with a cream foundation like the EX1 and a stick foundation like the Makeup Forever. And if you saw my foundation routine, you'll know that I love using the stick foundation to contour with, so that's what I'm going to be doing with it. So I'm not really sure. I think I'm probably supposed to use the flatter side, not the more rounded side, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to take a squirt of the EX1 onto the sponge, and I'm just going to start dotting it all over my face. Well, there's still a lot of product on here, which is nice because I know it's not going to soak up the product like a beauty sponge would. Now I'm going to put a pump on the beauty sponge and dab this all over my face. Okay, so this is the amount of product that is left on both of the sponges, and this is what it looks like on my face. So now I'm going to attempt to blend this all in. And if you guys are wondering why I'm always looking over into this corner, it's because this is where my big mirror is set up and I am blind as a bat, so I need a bigger mirror. So I'm a little bit nervous. I'm just trying to use dabbing motions like I would with the regular beauty sponge. I don't think I'm really liking how it's making my skin look, to be honest. I feel like it's not pushing the product into my skin like I like it to. Ugh. I don't know. Let's try and blend out the other side with the beauty sponge. I love how the beauty sponge really presses the product into your skin. Okay, now we've taken a little break from this side, let's try and go back in. I'll just give you a little bit of a close-up. See, I don't know if you can really tell because my camera quality isn't the greatest, but this side it's just kind of sitting on the skin. It's not really blending in nicely like this side. I feel like this side looks really natural and this side just looks icky. So, I don't know. We're gonna try it again now that it's kind of dried down to the face a little bit. See if that makes a difference. Because this isn't pressing it into the skin as nicely, it's really sticking to all of the peach fuzz I have on my face. And I'm not the kind of person that's going to jump on the trend of shaving your face because I already have a hairy face and I know it's going to grow back even worse. So that's not something I'm into. Once again, I will try and give you guys a close-up, but my camera quality isn't the greatest. So you can kind of see this side is just kind of sitting on top of my skin. This side looks a lot more natural. You can really see all of the peach fuzz I have on this side and not so much on this side. Not a fan. So I'm going to go back and just blend this out with my beauty sponge. And I hope it's not set too much. Judging by the result of that first application, I don't even know if it's worth it to go in with the stick foundation because I have a feeling that's going to be a fail as well. But we will try it. Because who knows, maybe it'll be my new favorite contouring sponge. Okay, so now that my face is looking even and better than it did, we're gonna go in with the Makeup Forever HD stick, and I have this one in 155. My EX1 is in 2.0. Alright, I'm just going to go about my normal contouring routine. Okay, the nose is going to be the real test. So, let's go in with the sponge one last time. See if it can redeem itself in the contouring area. Okay, you guys, I'm a little bit baffled because I actually kind of like how that blended out my contour. I'm not even gonna lie. I do feel like with this sponge I wouldn't need as much product with my contour as I normally would, because it does get soaked up so much in the regular sponge. So I might actually have to go over this with the regular sponge just to pick up some of that product that's left over. But oh my Lanta, I really like how it's blending it out. Okay, now let's try the nose, the real test here. I'm gonna try the side of it, the more rounded side, to try and blend it out. I don't feel like it's working as nicely on my nose. I feel like it's picking up a lot of product on my nose, which I did notice it did a little bit on my cheek right here and up here when I tried to fix the line, which is why I said I think I would have to go back in with the regular sponge anyways. But the fact that it didn't pick up as much product as the main sponge, or as my regular sponge, I really feel like that is nice. Okay, now we're gonna go in and blend this side out with the beauty sponge. Now this is what this side looks like close up. And this is what this side looks like. So once again, I still like the regular beauty sponge better than the Silicone. One thing I did really like about blending out my contour with the Silicone is that it actually left a lot more color on my cheeks, where you can tell on this side it doesn't leave as much color. But that's really the only thing that I'm seeing that I actually like about the Silicone. I'm still just a fan of this thing. I mean, I'm still gonna have to go over all of this stuff and blend it out to make it look nice. And I'm hoping that my concealer will be able to patch up the spots of foundation that have been removed. So guys, as you can tell, I did finish up putting a little bit of makeup on, but I have to tell you, I am not a big fan of this silicone sponge at all. I think that it's great that it doesn't soak up the product and it's easy to wipe off, but honestly, I think I'd rather take the few extra minutes and clean my beauty blender. It's just that simple. I mean, the foundation coverage that you get with this is phenomenal, the way it presses it into the skin, and it just makes it look so natural and beautiful, and you just can't beat that in my opinion. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!